So good afternoon, student. As we are discussing about the string functions in the SQL, different string functions that we are discussing. So let us see that what we have previously discussed about the U case or the upper. Then we have discussed about the lower or the L case, isn't it? A lower or the L case. Then we have discussed about the mid substring or substr. Then we have discussed about the length function. So those are the different string functions that we have discussed. After the thing that we have discussed is the left function. Then we have discussed about the right function. Then instr function, this one in instr function. Then Ltrim function. We say that there is a different uses of Ltrim is there, and we can make it Ltrim function can be utilized. Today we will use the Ltrim. So before that, let us see with the Ltrim what we will going to see. We will use the Rtrim function, also trimming function. That means total trimming functions. What is there in the string? Rtrim function, that means right hand side trimming, and trim function. So removing both the left hand side and right hand side spaces. So those the things we will use, and then we will see some implementation in here. It has been shown in some table. We will do the table that we have, that lowercase and uppercase that we will convert, isn't it? After converting those lowercase and uppercase, that means select a lower than from the table. That means in the table we will give the attribute name, that means column name, comma upper. At the same time, you can give many things, upper, and the attribute name from the table name. Table name is here what? Customer. So in this customer table we will going to do it, and we will going to implement it. Okay. So we can find it, we can see it, and that when we are using those the values, when we are finding those values, so we can see, we can find out the length also. Okay, we can find out the length of the particular. Suppose here it has shown us as about the email address. Email address what? Left of the email address. Then in str up to that at the rate of then -1. That means how much we want to deduct from which table. Okay, so these are the things that we do have, and we will going to use them, and we will going to implement them. So let us see that how we can do, and what are the implementations that we can make, isn't it? So what the implementations that we have, and we can implement it here. This is the implementational part. Let us implement them, and let us use them. Fine. So let us use in the SQL those the commands has been shown to you, and how we can use it in the table also. So let us do that particular sections, and let us implement them in the table. So dear student, let's see here that we have used show databases, and those the databases are there. So under this database you can see that there are the many tables we're going to have. So we have first went into one particular database. So this is the student details, as we have used the student detail database, and then we have done show tables. So what are the tables there? See here, there are 4 tables: employee, inventory, sales, and students. So based on that only we will do as per our idea, and if you require, then we will going to introduce one more column there, and then we can implement the values there. So, okay, and then we will going to do the necessary changes there. So let us first start with the trim function. What the trim? Ltrim. Okay, Ltrim, as I have said you in the last class also, that Ltrim we will start with an Ltrim. So when we will do Ltrim, what we will do? First we will write select, select, select. Select what? Length, length. Length of what? Length of the particular value. Suppose here I am giving today trees, tree, trees, and fruits, 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 trees and fruits. So this is the first length I want to see. Then we will give here comma. Then what we need to do, we need to do the trimming. What trim? First we will do here the L trim, isn't it? L trim. So when we will going to give the L trim, that what we will do, length, length, length. Then we will open a bracket, then L trim. Then as we are opening the L trim, as this particular L trim of what? L trim of what, that we will specify. L trim of the values that we will going to give. Okay, L trim of the particular values that we will going to implement it. So we will open a bracket, open the double inverted comma. So see here, here we are giving some spaces, 4 spaces we have given. Now we are writing here what, the trees, trees, a and fruits, trees and fruits. So let us close this bracket, close another bracket that we have opened, and semicolon. So after we do this, you see here, this is 16 and 16 came. Now let us change a little bit. Now let us write select length, length, and then open the bracket, open the inverted comma, um, del, just a minute please, let us give some space here, 1 2 3 4, 4 spaces we are giving, or 5 space we are giving. Then we are writing here, del Delhi, and let us write West Kolkata. Okay, Kolkata, Kolkata. So as we write this, as we close the bracket and then comma, after that, suppose after that what we write, length, length, because we need to find out the length. The length what? L trim, trim, L trim, and then open the bracket, and then open the inverted comma, 4 space, 1 2 3 4, then Delhi, 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 and what? Kolkata, K O Kolkata, Kolkata, Delhi and Kolkata. So close the inverted comma, close the bracket, again close the bracket, then semicolon. Okay, now if you write it here, we can, as I have shown you earlier, you can change the name of it also. Now if you write it here, and you give enter to it, you see here the first case it came 22, and the second case it came what, 17. Why? Because we have written the same thing. Okay, now we have written the same thing. So as we have written the same thing, we find it that those the spaces there that also been calculated. How many spaces we have given here? 5 spaces. So 1 2 3 4 5 space, then 6 7 8 9 10, then 11, then 12 13 14, then 15, then 16 17 18 19 20 21 22. Total length is 22. Now when we have done the L trim, that means left side trimming that we have done it, so those the 5 spaces has gone. Now what is left were 1 2 3 4 5, then 6, then 7 8 9, then 10, then 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. So all total what we find that it has got now 17 spaces. Okay, so this is what the use of the Ltrim function that we have, and that we can organize, okay, that we can implement. So this is the implementation of the Ltrim function that are being used and that are being implemented. So when we are implementing those Ltrim function, we can see it, we can find it, that how those Ltrim functions are being used. There are many more uses of the Ltrim we can do. So those the Ltrim. After the Ltrim, then what it will come, that we have one thing that is called an Rtrim, that means right hand side trimming. Okay, right hand side trimming. So let us do it. LECT, select length, 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 then open the bracket, open the double inverted comma. Suppose here I am writing um, Haryana, Hariana, Haryana. So after Haryana, I am giving here space 1, 2, 3, 4 space. Then I am writing here suppose lake, Lake, lake. As I close it, close the bracket, then uh, what we will do, comma, after giving the comma, then length, length, length of what, length of, now we will going to do the Rtrim, then Trim. Okay, Trim, open the bracket, open the double inverted comma. Now if you write Hariana, Haryana, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then Lake, lake. Okay, then close the double inverted comma, close the bracket, again close the bracket, then semicolon. Now you see one thing here, that when I am oh, sorry. Now you see one thing here, that when I am giving those particular value, when I am defining those particular value, so these the define of the values that we do have, and we are working with, and we are making those particular thing. It is taking here 16 itself. Okay, that is for the in inverted comma we have happened it. So this is taken here what, 16 itself, because those the values has been calculated in the middle value calculated. Okay, fine. Now let us write another one, SELECT, select, then what we will going to do, select, then we will take length, 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 open the bracket, open the inverted comma. Then suppose I am writing here PUNJAB, Punjab, NDN, Punjab, and Uttar Pradesh, UTTAR, Uttar, then PRADESH, Pradesh, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. Oh, anything you can take, there is no any compulsion, then I have to take always 5 or 6. Then comma, then I am writing what, length, 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 and then we are opening the bracket, then RTR, Trim. Okay, after the Trim, then what we have to write, we have to write it there, we have to write there those the values. That means let us write the values, open the bracket, open the inverted comma, then we will write PUNJAP, Punjab, ANDN, Punjab, and Uttar Pradesh, UTTAR, Uttar, PRADESH, Uttar Pradesh. Then how many places we have given, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you close the inverted comma, close the bracket, again the final bracket, then semicolon. So when we do this, you see here the first case, what happened, what is come, it came 29. Okay, and this is for the second case one, this one 29. And when we have done the second case, those the 5 value has been abolished. So when the 5 value has been abolished, what we see, what we find is that we can have those the data, and we can use those data in the table, and we can implement them in this way. Okay, so trimming that we are doing, the cut that we are doing, how we are cutting, how we are making those sections to be implemented, and how we can find it, they are to be used, and they are to be implemented and initialized. So when we are implementing it, when we are initializing it, we can see it, we can find it, that this is the way, this is the part that the structure can be working, and a structure will going to have those type of the data that we are giving to it, isn't it? So Ltrim and Rtrim, these the two trimming we have seen, we have used more the Rtrim. I am showing to you that different pattern of Rtrim. These are the big words and sentences I have taken. I can take a word also, and saying using those word also we can do this particular work. So let us do with those work. Suppose select SELE select sorry length, length of what, suppose the length of I am giving here Kerala, Kerala, then here I am giving 1 2 3. Okay, three spaces I have given. I have closed the bracket, then comma, then what, length, length, and then what we will do, we will do Rtrim, what, I am Rtrim. As we do Rtrim, then we write here Kerala, Kerala, then 1 2 3. Okay, after 3, then you close the double inverted comma, close the bracket, again the main bracket, then semicolon. Then when we see it, see here, in the first case it is showing us 9 because it is taking those three places. Second case, what it has done, those the three places has been excluded. They are excluded, and when they are excluded, we can find it, we can see it, that those the part what is there, that in this particular part we have those values, and we are using those values in this way. Okay, and so this is the things that we do have, that we are implementing. So our trim entry. Next comes the trim function. Okay, next comes the trim function. So how the trim function will going to work? So a trimming function, suppose let us do it. What we will write, select SELECT, select, then space LENGTH length, open the inverted comma. After that, you suppose we write here DARJEELING, Darjeeling. Then here 1 2 3, and at the front I am giving here 3 space, 1 2 3. So 3 space at the back, and okay, 3 space at the back and 3 space at the front. So we are closing that, then giving comma, then what we will do, length, 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 then we will again open a bracket, then trim, then open the bracket, then open the inverted comma, 1 2 3. Then we are writing here DARJEELING, Darjeeling, then 1 2 3. Okay, then close the inverted comma, close the bracket, close the main bracket, then semicolon. So when we have given this, you see here, in the first case it has come 15, but in the second case you can find it has came 10. That means those the places has been given, places has been removed. From trimming, we will going to do trim of the places from the front and back. But when we will going to do that particular pattern, when we will going to make those particular pattern, so this the particular pattern we can see, we can have those pattern to be implemented and to be used of in this manner, or in this particular structure. So this is the particular structural form, this is the particular pattern form that we have, and we are implementing them. Okay, so this is what different pattern of trimmings that we have done from the front. Now let us do little bit from the front. SELECT, select, length, 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 and then open the bracket, open the inverted comma, open the bracket, open the inverted comma. Here I am giving 1 2 3 4, fourth space I am giving, and I am writing here suppose Jalpaiguri, JALPAIGURI, Jalpaiguri. Then I am closing the double inverted comma, closing the bracket, semicolon. Okay, comma. Then what I'll do, length, 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 then open the bracket, then trim, 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 then you open the bracket, open the inverted comma, then 1 2 3 4, then Jalpaiguri, JALPAIGURI, Jalpaiguri. So I'm closing the inverted comma, closing the bracket, again closing the another bracket, that means the outer bracket, then semicolon. Then when I give it, you see, first case there is 14, and second case there it has got how much? Second case it has got there 10. That means the values what we have, the values that we find. So those the values are being what is there, the values are being deleted from here. Okay, which the values, the blank space values. Okay, so values means it may say that there we have the values, and those the values that we are implementing and we are using. No, not that values. Values means the blank spaces here that we are talking about, and we are considering it as a value, isn't it? So those the particular things, those the particular pattern that we have and we are joining. So those the particular structures that we are joining, we are making them, and we are using those particular structural form, and we are making those structural form for this implementation of the data. That means what we have done, we have done the different time of trimming. Okay, different pattern of trimming. So left trimming, then right trimming, then trim means either in the front, either in the back. So this is in the front we have done, let us do in the back. So ACLECT, select, then what to select? Select length, length. Length of what? Length of, suppose we are writing here Malda, Malda, Malda. Then 1 2 3 4, fourth space we are giving here blank, then we are closing the thing, comma, sorry, uh, comma. After that, what we will do, length, 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 then open the bracket, then trim, trim, then open the bracket, open the double inverted comma, and now we are writing malda, and 1 2 3 4, fourth space we are giving here, then close the inverted comma, bracket, bracket, then semicolon. Then we see it that first case it came 9, and second case it came how much? 5. That means from the from this particular side, from this particular figure, we can have those values, those the values what are there that are being deleted. Which values? The blank space values. Okay, so as we have the blank space value, we can delete those blank space value, and we can have those things to be implemented in this way. Fine. So this is what we have done, this is what we can see. Next, what we can find it and we can see it. Let us see the next one. Next one is that we do have implementation in a table. Now in with us, what are the table that we can see, what are the table that we do have, and we can implement those tables, and we can make those tables. So what are the table that we can see here? We can see here the tables. Suppose those the tables what I show is show, tables, tables, show tables. So as we have show tables, so see here, these are the four tables are there. Suppose the employee table, emp employee table. Okay, so what we will do, select, select, and then asterisk, and then from from employee, isn't it? EMP, and then when we have done it, let us see, those are the things there. Right, we have the name, job, salary. Now what I said, I want to implement those the function here, string. There are a lot of string function, we can easily implement it here, the string function. So what are the string function? One is the lower and one is the upper. Fine. So let us do it. So what we will write, select, then lower, lower, lower. Lower what? Lower, we open it, and we have to give the attribute name, name, name. Okay, lower name. And see, uppercase, all are in the uppercase only. So if you do in the uppercase also, there will be no much implementation of it, so it will remain same, though for your sake I am showing you upper u p p e r upper, then I am opening a bracket, suppose city, city, city. So these two things, from from, from where, from emp. So when we are seeing this, when we find it and that we have those the values, and we are using those values, so we can find it, say they all has been changed into the lowercase, but since they are all in uppercase only, so what to do in the uppercase portion. And let us see another table, that if you have any lowercase value or not. Student, let us say, um, select, then asterisk from student, student. Okay, so select asterisk from student, student1, student 1. So select asterisk from student 1. Okay, select asterisk from student 1. So see here, those the things here also we can find it, that one value is in the lowercase, one value is in the lowercase, so we can do ACLEACT, select UPPER upper, then open the bracket, and then we write, suppose s name, mes name, then from, from which table, student 1, student, student 1. Okay, student 1, the semicolon. Now if you give a semicolon, you can see here that this has been implemented and this has been used up. So this is how we can see, this is how we can find that which the part we are giving and which the part that we are utilizing. We are utilizing those particular sections, and we are making those sections to be implemented and to be used of. Okay, so as we are using this, as we are making those particular sections to be implemented and to be used, so there we find it, there we see it, that we have those the structures, and we are using those pattern or those the structures to be implemented and to be used in this particular frame. That means we have seen from here, we seen from this particular structural form, that how we will going to have the data, and how we are making those data to be implemented. Okay, how we can make them to be implemented, and those the pattern, those the structural form that we have, those the structural pattern that we are initiated and we have used. So we will use it and we have implemented it for the different type of section, different pattern of the sections that are there, and that we do have here for those part. Fine. So here this is the implementation. Let us say this particular implementation that we have, this particular implementation, that means uppercase we can find. We can also deduct some figures from there, that if you have some string values and all this, that means trimming functions. If you are giving some of that particular pattern of things that we want to trim it. Okay, what to trim, which part to be trimmed. So there we can okay, we can find that we will going to have the sectional form, and we can make those section in such a way or in such a manner that they are to be implemented, and they will going to have the structure. So there we have what, suppose I want to see some values from the middle, or I want to see some values from some places, so I can make them, I can call that particular column. Okay, so obviously select command we require, and using those select command we can implement. Now select command, SALE, our select command is not main, SALE CT select. This particular command is required now every time that we will going to have the implementation of those different type of functions in the table. So as we will going to have a different pattern of functions in the table, we can implement it and we can work on it. And then after the select, then we can write either suppose length L E N G T H length, or Ltrim, Ltrim, or left trim. All these things we will going to use it, and we can implement them. Okay, we can implement them wherever we are wanting. That means which table, from which table. So suppose here in this particular thing, length, length, length of what? And length of suppose s name, s name, length of s name. Then from, from student, student one. And so when we are making this, let us see what it is shows. See, there are the different length of the values are there, we can do it. That means here, from here it is clear those the things which we are using separately, we can implement also in the table, isn't it? We can implement also in the table, and we can make them to be implementation. Okay students, thank you all. I am ending my class here. Thank you very much.